classic pistol round. 4B, 1 peek in mid. Imma tries to take the fight. Gensi having none of it. Great first shot. We'll take down the player that we were highlighting merely seconds ago in the head-to-head. A lot of time to get back into this round for GAMERLEGION. Ultimately, I think this one's going to be a massacre of a round. Shui still holding connector, expecting a push. Torsen, thinking about it, wants to play the information game more than ever. As the bomb makes its way out towards long, everyone's gambled still towards B. They've double pushed con, they've realized nothing's here. They probably had to look towards Monster as well, saw nothing. Now, ultimately, just about making pace and making the rotates work. Although, I'm wondering, did they hear the door open? Because if they did, I'd be in pretty decent position now where I'd be saying, like, I think maybe a con dive. Maybe you want to head back out towards B. Then again, Masonic haven't really gambled towards upper. And I mean, considering, you know, that you cleared out B, I'm surprised that they've kept so many resources towards the B site rather than rotating them up towards A. Now, the pin will be pulled and the execute to come in. Here we have it. Brilliant first shot. Notan. Buzz for the second. Isaac does eventually trade out. 3 versus 2 scenario. Tapping away with the USP. Keos and Isaac now with everything to do in this round. Bomb going to be planted. Never mind. Buzz has got short from Monster, or from Long, sorry. The wraparound into toilets. It does get difficult here. Gensi now going to be left in isolation. There's a Molotov behind him, which forces him to take this first fight. And is one that Isaac will walk away a victor in.
Look at the ground up Long. GAMERLEGION are just about to walk onto the bomb site, and Adalele and the rest of Masonic have really got no idea. Turns around the perfect moment, actually finds Imma, but Shui, the immediate trade, creates a lot of room.
Yeah, 4v3, man up here for GAMERLEGION. Still AK, still smoke, still chances, but that bomb plant to come in quite late. And Buzz might just look as this molly fades away to try and get his hands dirty a bit here and try and bring the numbers back level. Then again, playing devil's advocate. Yeah, no kit. Well, 1 kit, no util, no chance, supposedly. Masonic just want to hang up the mouse and keyboard in this round and head into the next with these 3 rifles saved across, which is a more sensible solution, I guess, considering, of course, they invested so deeply into that second round. As you said, they take the half measures in 1 in rifles. They do indeed do that. It comes back to bite them here in round number 3.
Yeah, it's also an interesting case. We'll see how it develops with Gensi going for the peak over towards Fountain whilst his teammates are in connector. You see, like, the meta's changing.
Mate, there you go. If anyone's looking for a coach, B-Dog, mate. He's on the case. He's ready. Knows what it's like. He might as well just be the best coach in the world at this point.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. It's netted a lot of damage on towards Shui. That's spam. It's perfect. $300, mate. What a bargain.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah, nicely done. As you said, Shui takes a bit of early damage. I think maybe you would know obviously the bullets hit in the flesh. You have that distinct noise, right, of it actually connecting, but they won't know exactly how much damage it does, right? Especially when, you know, it's through a wall. You don't know how many times it's hit. You just heard some noise. It does get difficult. Torsen, I like this, playing around the smoke. It starts to fade away. Imma spams either side of him. Torsen dodging and weaving the bullets, and as it starts to fade, there's a surprise. He will find one, but a decent trade. Acor will be happy knowing his death was for a decent result. Ultimately, 4v4, still Shui. Bit of a detriment to the GAMERLEGION side in this round.
Yeah, a little bit, but I really like this setup being adopted by Gensi. He hasn't actually moved a muscle. Can peek in, take first contact, and there is a bait and switch being deployed with Notan. Good angle to hold. Keos walks straight into the limelight, and actually goes for even more. Isaac gets collateral by that second AWP bullet, and now Notan's on a little bit of an island, but the rotations are here. There's no time for GAMERLEGION.
Oh, what a shot from Shui, though. I thought they were going to go for a save. The fact that they just didn't move impulsively off of the collateral, as you said, kind of scared me. Bombs dropped money. Imma didn't have much money. And so, what was an eco with a double loss? Maybe didn't really do the math right. Don't have enough to buy here, and so it's another half buy.
Yeah, Shui Scout. Let's see it. I'm excited for it. And you're right. The way the GAMERLEGION typically play, especially on a map like Overpass, is they really like to get an established map control towards fountains and toilets early. It's very synonymous of most defaults on the T side typically, but what Shuey will do is he will put his body on the line. He'll go for these information plays. He'll push an angle that you don't expect to on some sort of crazy timing. He almost like scapegoats himself, but it gives a lot of information normally. That's something to keep your eye on going forward.
Oh, Torsten, got to be careful, Isaac. That is a must kill. Has his back turned and everything. It's a great flash. A set piece from Gensi. Just teeing Torsten up for a second frag. Obviously now down to 3. Kios was eager to try and get the trade in, but now that the smoke's up, basically a wall preventing him from pushing on in, and that gives Torsten a way out of this round. And, well, that is just so well played. And in fact, they make noise as if to run away. They juggle the guns back across, and the M4 of Gensi sticks around.
Yeah, look at this. That's the bomb dropped. That's the round all but secured for Masonic, unless Imma and Shuey have a twist in the tail, because 2 kills have immediately come in. There are the rifle upgrades, but Notan, close truck. This position has damaged GamerLegion before, put an end to their round, so they actually try and grenade it. Doesn't do as much damage as they would have hoped for, and the MP9 does support. There's so many can't directly compare them to fours, but that's the kind of vibes I get with this team. Very impressive with how they conduct themselves, and it doesn't matter what roster changes they make, they always seem to get themselves in the forefront. And the organization's identity as a whole is just to grind and play in as many tournaments as possible to gain more experience and to better your craft. And it's a very impressive organization. It's one of these feeder teams for Denmark, and you can see the roots of the rewards, as you were mentioning, that ecstatic project now not going probably as they anticipated, but they got there by performing exceptionally well, being trusted by the belief of the organization of Masonic in the first place. But reflecting back on this game, and we can talk about more Masonic in a little while, we've got this very slow round coming out of GamerLegion. They're waiting to see if Masonic make a mistake, push an extremity, which has actually occurred. You see Torsten getting a little bit inquisitive over towards long, but that's a really nice HE. Kios just catches it.
How sick has Masonic been on the defense, right? Like, just bleeding so much utility. I mean, GamerLegion wanted to play this round slow. We very much saw that, Brandon. But the fact of the matter is that at 35 seconds, we've got short control. We've got nothing towards A, although that would have been heard, yeah. So we've got absolutely nothing towards A. We've got a little bit of con control. Short is obtained. You have nothing towards Monster. You're forced against the wall. With 20 seconds left, Masonic have played this beautifully. Oh, brilliant.
Oh. See, like, here now, they're going to be forced into a save. That was 20 seconds where they decided to go for that play. Acor just swings in through the monster. I'll be honest, you're completely correct. Given the lack of map control, given the fact that Shuey just got caught out for free towards long.
Which personally tells me in the next round, they're going to want to do something quick. You know, maybe play 3 towards B, take short, maybe double push con. Get some early info there as well. For Imma to find Torsten, although Gensi going to be caught out from behind. That's more like it. Imma now going to upgrade to a big green. He is low, which gives the teammate an opportunity to pick up an AK. Kios has dropped the monster push, and that's more like it. All the pieces just starting to fall into place here for GamerLegion.
Oh, there you go.
Great shot.
And another one. Lele wants nothing more to do with this round. That's kind of just tying back in what we were alluding to, I think, in round number 2 or round number 3. The fact that when Masonic are putting so much pressure over towards Connector, it's a good space of control to have, especially being supported by the short players. But as soon as your AWP just kind of gets isolated, and either it's funneled into a position where he can't really relocate because either your rifle has fallen out from shorts safely, and he's left alone, GamerLegion just completely capitalized on the opportunity. And originally I was going to praise the setup for Masonic because they had not a proactive start.
That's important. Sometimes your hardest rounds are your first few, right? Like getting on the board initially is the hardest bit. Now they know what it's like. Is this going to be a momentum build-up? I mean, 6 needs to be turned into 7. I pulled up an interesting stat, Brandon. You know, I was just doing my research, concluding 2022. Overpass, you'd be surprised, right? With a 7-8 scoreline on T side, right? You'd think that's like a really good performance. You're not only just over half the games are won when you win 7 rounds from the T side in the first half. Really?
That surprised me a lot, considering it's you know, best CT sided map in the pool that we've got right now. I feel like that's
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is. What's also crazy is the fact that, again, Torsten's just been left completely isolated out towards toilets, and Isaac and Kios just activate over towards short. This is getting very dangerous for Masonic.
Great shot from him as well. He's had a great few rounds, opening up twice towards A. Acor's now able to double down with the AWP. And Lele, better saved. Really, really nice job from GamerLegion in that round. And do you know what? I don't even think it was GamerLegion playing that round right. You said it nicely in that first frag. How many players for Masonic were taking 1v1s? Like in isolation, no trades, no opportunity to bring the numbers back down. They all play for themselves.
Masonic, it's night and day, and this game is completely turned on its head.
Nice shot from Jency to open things up. A little different for Masonic. This time, it's GamerLegion that send one man individually out towards short. Probably just going to try and probe for the early info and the control. Ime, oh, finds two. Condor swung open, transfers to find Torsten. And that whole round turned upside down. I don't even think Masonic played that badly. Ime just does a great job in finding them both.
Condor wasn't blown open then, was it?
Was it not? Was it swung open?
I think it was swung, which is cool, because, again, I was spotting all these little micro things that Masonic are doing. I've actually been really impressed. But Alalele right now, he's the man you want to throw into the spotlight right now. Look at this flank. As long as his team delay, he can completely win the round.
I mean, if Notan had a smoke and a molly right now, $900 probably wins them this round. He is tucked in towards toilets. That's an important first frag. The bomb dropped as well. GamerLegion will want to wait for a response, and Lele finally able to isolate the flank. Ima does find you first. Problem is, feel like the trigger discipline needed to be a little harsher there for Lele, because he's found himself the first. Problem is, all the frontal force is gone, and now it's Shui left in the clutch. Isn't even interested in plotting towards upper. He's going to dive down towards B.
Or is he? I know he is. I don't know. It's Shui. He's unpredictable. He likes to feel like he's plugged into the server at times. Got a pretty good read on this situation, though. Alalele rotating down towards the heavens. Shui's just going to tuck in behind the smoke.
This is so smart. So all he's doing right now is glaving the smoke and waiting for the short play. He's going to hear the nade come in and bounce off the right-hand side of that wall, so he knows that he's out towards the heaven side of things. And Lele hasn't even pressed the shift key once. Tapped it once. Shui, brilliant environment. Yet to see it myself. Here we go. I like it. Old innovation. Oh, Acor.
Woo!
Yeah, baby. Double kill. On the boost. If the first kill wasn't enough to get you away. That's brilliant. That's so sick. The fact that he finds two there, Brandon, as well.
That's
like,
outrageous.
I get one because, you know, this round, Shui, you animal. Like, the fact that you find one is understandable, but the second guy also jumps from heaven, and both players get wrecked to it. What can you do? Leg spotted, Jency.
Oh, nut shot.
Yeah, no kids for you, Kios. That's unfortunate, fella.
Oh,
but, yeah. Jency and Lele, I mean, even though they find that single frag, this is a safe call. Every day of the week, you just want to keep these guns.
Yeah, and look at the response. AWP being rung out towards Monster. Shui goes, all right, mate. Well, I'll see what I can find. I'm on low HP. There's the information. There's the rifle. Everyone barrels up towards A. They go through long. You even got a lock-in with Ima in case they want to go for this up towards the connector, which they won't do. As you quite rightly mentioned, it's going to have to be this save. And I'm so impressed just by the mid-round in a GamerLegion in a number of these rounds just to get them to where they are. 7 rounds. They take the lead for the first time this game.
Really well played, as you said. Looks so in control now compared to what it was beforehand, right? I think we were looking at a GamerLegion side that fell, what was it, 6-2 down? 6-1 down? 6-1.
Yes, 6-1.
And it's now 6-all. Great shot from him. Was that a one-tap as well? Because why not? How did he even die? What, did he just peek, like, straight up? Fair. There you have it. Jency will save.
But this is a big risk.
Yeah.
I don't know, fortune favours the brave, and with this proactive short push, it definitely favours Alalele. That's a great opener to find.
Keel's just caught with his back turned, is having a look towards connector, making sure that the door wasn't going to get swung open, and the fact A-Core just wanders in. I mean, I get it, you want to show some proactiveness back at them. Get completely caught off guard, though, and ultimately this round, 3v5, we were doubting the investment. Seems to have come up in spades. GamerLegion halted. I mean, fortunately, they're in a position where money is not an issue for the rest of the half, but certainly can get a little bit difficult.
It's one of those situations where GamerLegion probably didn't expect an investment back in either.
Nah.
You get caught off guard with a rifle, you just think, oh, alright. Chewy, now leading the charge. Trying to isolate one of these gunfights, very difficult. However, there is an opportunity. Look at this. Oh, potential.
What could have been? If both of those kills go the other way, right? Like, that round is so good. I mean, the bomb is kind of isolated out on Monster, so maybe that would have been a separate issue they would have had to have dealt with. But, I mean, Isaac's going to give it a go here. 1v5, it looks impossible, but no point not. Everyone's got money. You can drop Shuey. You can get AWPs. So, if the half goes 7-8 for T side, right?
Yeah.
You have a 47% chance of winning, right, in the last 6 months. If it goes 8-7, you have a 72% chance of winning.
Oh, wow. Okay. Damn.
It's criminal, isn't it? Like, how these fine margins are making such a big difference. It is crazy.
Ooh. Speaking of fine margins. Right, look at this. Look at this push. Gency Torsen.
Out towards A, yeah.
Yeah, so Buzz, all you need to do, mate, is not swing this. Because you've got all the information. You know they're not here. Buzz. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't be pushing B here, especially when you have so much info towards A. I guess right now, Masonic is still being a little courteous of the idea that it could have been a con push.
Oh, look at Shuey. He's holding for that. Oh,
and he pulls off the angle. Mate, he's kicking himself. As soon as he watches this game back and he goes, I'm listening to the casters, and he said it right. He's got me. Timing of the essence.
Shout out Shuey, man. You go.
I love him. I actually do.
Oh, they are holding for it. Oh, no, they're not. He's trying again. Not. Oh!
It's all about timing. Torsen. Careful. He knows himself. He's holding down the angle. He's waiting for the execute because then they know all eyes will be towards Monster. Shuey finds the first. Torsen lining two up from behind. Isaac has to drop the smoke to try and cross. The bomb is the biggest issue right now that they're trying to get in, but somehow GamerLegion have found themselves still a man up. Gency is also going to join forces with his teammate in the 2v3. Problem is, him has sliced the chances in half. It's Gency against 3. It's up against them all to try and give Masonic their 8th. And it isn't looking likely at all here, Brandon.
No, it's really not. They dropped a smoke in towards Monster as well. It made the flank completely redundant. And actually funneled them straight in towards Imma. But Gency will find one. Upgrades himself to an AK. But that timer is wearing really thin. And where on earth have GamerLegion even got to? One in the barrels, one in heaven. It's so difficult to clear. And he's not anticipating.
Best with B-side down already around. So not looking ideal. If GamerLegion can close the show and take us to the second map very quickly here.
That's what makes Counter-Strike so exciting, though, because you've got the same maps, it's just the different variations of the meta that can change month in, month out. And I tell you what, the fact that you're right, CT side just feels like you're going through the motions at the moment. You don't have to do too much differently to get a number of rounds, which means that maybe over the player break in the next month or so, we're going to get more T-side inventiveness, and they're going to be creative, quirky ways to really disrupt the defense, which I'm all for. This one's a lot slower for Masonic. They're just waiting up towards the top of connector. They're seeing what Gency can find out towards long. If he can find or catch one of these timings, and that already incentivizes the attack of Masonic. But in fact, they're all just going to group together. Look, they're just grouping, hiding behind the pillars, waiting for Gency. He does actually spot one out, and that's going to be the go signal.
Yeah, this is it, right? You play the contact, now it's drawn out, but Imma finding 2 is never going to be your best threat, as there is a second man on site. Shuey can't find much, and Isaac, in fact, barrels himself out into the open, and he will go down. Keel's an A-core 2v3.
Got a flank on as well. Keel's coming in from behind, and well, he's going to have to do everything now, because Masonic completely pinch upon dumpsters and wrap their way through. Bomb kind of planted for them at the truck. Look at them all grouping. They all swing at once, and that could be to their detriment. But Gency just about bails out Masonic. What an attempt!
Boosting on the light. You'll have to tell me.
You'll
more
know
about
it when
this.
you see it.
Okay. I think I know what you're on about, but
I'll tell you what, if Torsen scans connector here and he puts his crosshair near towards the light, I'll tell you what one it is. But Observer doesn't want to fuel my narrative right now.
Nope, he's like, you will wait to see it yourself.
The light just above, yeah, that one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you can get on there.
Fair enough. Didn't know that. What, like actually get on the light?
Yeah, on top.
Fair play. Mate, I'll have to start bringing that one out. Learning something new every day.
It's like it's a specific spot that you stand in. You can like run jump off someone's head, but you kind of have to strafe onto it, otherwise you hit your head and it doesn't quite work. Oh, feet for free.
Tickling him. Shuey walks away with 5 toes, not 10. Great lineup from Isaac though. I was waiting to see if that happened. Start to see them funnel up, get ready for a monster push as Isaac. Oh my god! So much damage, Isaac! How has he done that? That is unreal. Down to 1 and Lele against 5. Isaac doesn't see an enemy, doesn't see a single terrorist. It's all through smoke, it's all blind fire, and he kills every single man. Unreal. Bomb dropped as well, no chance for Lele, and he has a Galil. I mean, you're not even going to want to save this, but you kind of have to, or at least attempt to go for some damage.
You know, like in lore, where they give examples of things that have happened, and it's like, oh,
But he just got one of the two. Always
definitely,
nice to see
definitely
him,
the latter, definitely the latter.
Yeah. Cheers, man. Something to note in this round, by the way, early engagement, and Lele's taking down Imma at the cost of 90 points of health. That was the Galil that I was a little bit worried about in the last. Does actually find the opening kill here, so it does its job.
Aiko being very proactive here. He's just trying to see if he can spot any information out at all, because he's the sole defender. With that smoke, that signifies intent. Can drop one of his own, but has got to wait for the cavalry to really arrive.
But he swings beforehand. He wants to do it solo. Out of ammunition. The flashbang saves him. How is he alive, Acor? 2v3. That was so messy. So messy. Now, of course, the bomb plans to come out. Kios. Okay. Wallbang does a little bit of damage. Don't get too ahead of ourselves. It is a 2v3 at the end of the day. Kios gonna hold the angle. Gotta find them both, but doesn't. No time.
Regardless, Acor has got an AUG rather than an AWP. Faking on through Imma. Looking to also try and catch off some of these players, but just tucking in. He's got to be worried. Oh, he actually does spot out them. But Lele will do the killing blow. That's another opener in back-to-back rounds.
I'm not too keen about the swing there from Imma. Like, I would understand if maybe Acor had a flash in, but the fact that he does it dry, doesn't really know. He spotted the one on the jump spot. I think you should have called it a day there and then. Instead, commits to the gunfight, which, you know, not necessarily a bad thing, because if he'd have won him, we'd have been like, yo, this guy's insane. I guess the drawback, of course, was that early gamble, that early risk. Oh, Acor just got to turn around, right place, right time. Does he have it? No. Slipping past, and Lele thinks he's got good timing. He'll be telling his team, guys, I want to flank.
Oh, he does have good timing.
Really good timing. There you go. There's your first. Oh, spotted out. Yeah, Acor knows what is up, people. Oh, doesn't even scope in, mate. Just does it. That was scary. 3v3 though. The flank gone, and you kind of feel naturally that this should have been a B play for Masonic all along.
Yeah. Maybe you just go in, but really nice. As soon as the contact's been taken by Acor, GamerLegion drop utility. Buzz trying to work an angle through, but Shuey just completely denies him. And with Jency and Notan, low HP, low time, they're just going to try and give this one a go. Try and overwhelm Acor, but he's scoped up. He's checking every angle, and, well, he's going to giving them for free. Jency can try his best around this corner, but Acor just tucks in, wastes away the time even further. Jency up on over. Oh, does actually have an opportunity. He can punch in the digits, get some extra money, potentially, but no, Shuey will deny. Legion to get a foothold back into the game after being 6-1 down. So the fact that he goes, well, it gets all of them, but it's a flawless round. It just builds up the bank even further. It really elevates the position, and survival of the fittest right now. GamerLegion looking to conquer. Contact play wasn't actually on the agenda for Masonic. It was flashbang straight out towards Monster, but Lele catches some flack and decides he wants no more part of it, calls the rest of his squad back. Imma setting up a boost. just to peer over as soon as this smoke phase could catch up Torsen.
Oh, but timing
Oh.
saw the head, but it wouldn't have gone both ways. There's no way Torsen would have seen it. And now he's going to be saying, dude, can you, here, get on my head, come up, let me jump, I'll see him, I'll spot him, elevated angle, I'll take him down. Easy as. Really well played. And that's why, ladies and gents, you use the shallower boost, right? You can spot them out, less of your head showing, take more narrow fights. You can always go for the full boost if it's needed, and a perfect display of that. Kios, hold on! Kios already out, find your first. Jensi has to pull off, it's a second frag, all three for Kios, and it's another multi-kill, it's another round for GamerLegion, and it's another one that they go, you probably want to get on that. So head over to our partners over at 1xBet, of course. Our lovely friends over there, they're giving you a deposit bonus for up to €130 on your initial deposit using code CCT. 13-10 though, Brandon. Full buy here from Masonic. You feel like this is the last chance, and if this one goes down like the Ecos have been, it will be a flash in the pan and a map to forget here for the Danes.
Oh, Isaac, and lining up players through smokes. More iconic duo, but in fact it's just one. Shui now deploys a Molotov. What tries to work behind it, and Kios, oh well, he was just trying to provide a little bit of support. Doesn't quite work out. And Acor even gets Molotov off his position. These players are walking wounded for Masonic, but they've got the bomb site. They just don't have the bomb down.
Well, 3v3, as you said, that bomb being down is a massive issue. Not to forget the HP bars certainly aren't looking good either. Kios makes it a man advantage. He himself was tagged up. I like this idea, though, for Masonic, right? 2v3, why would you expect the bomb to be taking fights? Why hasn't it been planted? Still is there. But look at the positioning of him at. He's tucked in behind the sandbag, and so the AWP, only the illusion, just trying to create the information. I'm holding it, now he swings out, finds his teammate. Partner in crime gone, Jensi against two.
I know Jensi's here as well. His name lit up on the kill feed. Just trying to get the bomb down, but no, Acor calls the bluff. They can't make a single mistake now. In 5, Shui is the most aggressive we've seen him in Connector so far, but Notan will deny. But there is always an insurance policy for GamerLegion, and they are literally just cleaning up every single one of these players. This is rough.
Yeah, not looking good at all, is it now for Masonic? And you're wondering what the headspace looks like between maps, you know? Out of map 1, into map 2. I mean, what a promising start they had at one point, right? It was, what, 7-1? And
Yeah,
that was it.
It was like going to say headspace between just halves rather than maps.
Yeah. This one seems all chalked up. Torsen attempts to get down the ladder and find the first, and Lele a second. Watch out, the volley actually blocking Kios from taking the fight. 2v2, both players are low HP.
This is clever.
I like it.
A bit of a oh no, I think Kios spotted him out. He did. Kios spotted the bomb.
Oh yeah, this is sad because he's going to know that the player's there. There you have it, Kios. He's able to take down the first. Acor going for a jump spot, deploying the flashbang, just trying to delay as best as he can to help his teammate get out towards the short pipe.